Here I am at 4442 Point Degada. I sent this listing yesterday. Just came on the market yesterday. I called the agent after it was on the market for about 5 minutes. Looks pretty good. This looks like it should work. She said she's getting a lot of activity on it, but I don't see a lot of cards in there. That means people haven't really been looking at it. So let me tell you about a little bit about the neighborhood as I do this panoramic view over here. This neighborhood is known as Wheeling Ranch. We bought one in here earlier this year, as I think I alluded to in the email, 757 Point Arguello. That one's back down around the corner. There's another one on the market around the corner that I checked out earlier this year that's lingering on the market at something Point Sur, and that house is all jacked up, and that's why it's not selling. This is the neighborhood right here, and I think, as I mentioned, it has an $80 a month HOA, but it has the community pool, so it's actually a really good deal. My boy Mark is getting $29.65 for his in rent, and that's only 2,200 square feet. This is 29 something square feet. It has an extra bedroom and a whole extra room that is added on, that the guy has been working on the permitting process. So I'll tell you the good and the bad, and then we'll have to revert to Diana on the color schemes, because they've redone everything in here with the paint and the tiles and stuff like that, but some of the stuff looks kind of funky and wonky. But I think the pluses might outweigh the minuses. So 2-car garage, all right, and a big front yard. What you're trading off is there's no backyard. I'll show you that. But what's good about it is you back to the golf course and people like that. I'm envisioning that you get like a multi-generational renters in here that don't necessarily need a backyard. You know, the grandparents and the parents and a couple of kids, maybe older, and people pitching in for the rent. I think this one's a good moneymaker. I'll explain more of that when we talk. So you walk in, front door. There's a lot of hard surface in here. There is carpet in here. This living and dining is carpeted. And so this is what I'm talking about. They painted these rooms blue. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I would go all with a neutral, lightish color like that. I know you can't see it too great because the sun's here, but we'll have to talk to Diane about that. The tricky part about this one is, like, to put a lighter color over that blue is going to be more expensive, because they're going to have to do several coats, because you don't want that bleeding through. This is what I've learned about paint. But for once, I can say the carpet can stay, because the carpet is brand new. They just put it in. So the carpet is all matching up the stairs and in this room here. Okay, so we're going to go around, and over here is another living area that's all hard surface with this tile. So nicely done. Fireplace. And I'm going to go first around the corner just to show you. So there's the half bath here. So this is good. This is original stuff. And then this is the laundry room here. I think we're going to get rid of that puppy right there. So you have to put laundry in if the tenants want. And then the 2-car garage. The water heater doesn't look ancient, but it's not brand new either. I can't tell when that was in, but it looks like it has some life in it. As I always tell you guys, these things are built to fail. 10 to 15 years, you got to buy a new one. But that one looks in decent enough shape for now. The heater, on the other hand, is, I'm sure, functional. We'll check that out if we get to inspection. But it is older, and the listing said that they had AC in here, and they don't have AC. So I would update this heater at the same time you update the AC. We're looking at like $6 to $7 grand for that. Okay. Now let's go into the stuff that is the extra rooms. First of all, I'll show you the kitchen. The kitchen is not huge, but it's got open space to this room right here. So it feels much, much bigger than it would be had you been walled off. Like, I think this room basically originally wasn't here. So this is an addition and looks back over the golf course. Okay, so this is where your backyard would have used to have been, but apparently it's been like this for 25 some odd years, is what I got from the listing agent. Okay, once again, the carpet's in fine shape. We'd have to leave it to Diana, excuse me, about these wall colors. I just not digging this blue. We usually go with a natural beige-ish type of color. And then the cabinets are all painted with hardware on them. Looks really nice the way that it's done. Again, whoever's taste this is to do these countertops. Now this is clearly an upgraded countertop. I believe that's quartz. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that's quartz. But that color scheme is just, to me, it's obnoxious. So looking at all the colors, they just spent a lot of money painting in here for paint that I wouldn't keep. On the other hand, the fact that it doesn't show that great, it might be a good thing for us. Okay. Now there's a whole nother room I forgot about over here. So this is your room over here. This spare room. It's huge, permitted, and then looking back over the golf course. So people do dig this for sure. Okay. There's no coverings on any of the windows, so that's going to be additional expense. I'll have to get Diane in here to look at all the windows and stuff like that. But you know, depending on the how many windows you have to do, which is basically all of them, are going to need window coverings. So it's no small expense. But I can't really give you an estimate on that right now. My best guess is $1,000 for wall coverings, maybe. Might be more than that, or window coverings. I'm sorry. Yeah, Diane will have something to say about that thing, I'm sure. So back here on the other side of that wall, still facing the golf course, is a whole nother bedroom. Once again, permitted, and it's got its own separate entrance to the outside with a lock on it. So I wouldn't be surprised if people had been renting that out in the past, or you could potentially rent it out. You're not going to want to do that. You're going to want like kind of a bigger family in here. It has 2 closets. You can see right there. It's a big room, and then it's got its own bath, which is has some Home Depot type stuff in it, but nice enough. The bathtub is in decent shape. Glass doors. Again, not loving the tiles, but it's an older style. This was built in 1981, the house. I'm not sure when the addition was put on. There's a storage space up there, okay? And a skylight up there. Dirty, but looks okay. So I'm gonna walk back out and go up the stairs. And like I said, carpet looks good. And up here, they have all the normal color, the beige, so you can see a little bit better in the sunlight here. So it's all beige up here, lightish color. The master. So this looks very much like the Point Arguello place I was talking about before. And once again, you got the view over the golf course here. Very nice. The houses on this side definitely go for more because they face the golf course and people like that. The master here. It looks kind of nice, like they updated this, and it's kind of a little funky, but it looks all right. These tiles, it's an older style, but I'm hoping that that's not that big a deal and people get past it. It looks to me like it's new stuff, but that's, again, it might be new, and they've kind of just don't have the best taste in the world. But that's all new for sure, that the back of the wall there. And then this bathtub, sunken bath, with nice tile and tile step. That's definitely an upgrade from most of the stuff that we usually see. Glass closet doors over there. That's a huge closet. And in the Arguello place, we had to put closet doors in. They were expensive. Okay. Popcorn on the ceiling. We'll have to talk about whether we keep that or have to scrape that. I think we usually scrape it. Not super expensive, but it's additional cost. And that's all throughout the upstairs. You have this popcorn. Okay. So then you have the hall bath. Again, this was kind of, a lot of it was redone. You can tell the cabinets look good, hardware on it. Everything's functional. That's not obnoxious. The only thing you need to do in here is put some glass shower doors onto that shower and you're good to go. Okay. This is the bedroom number 2. Once again, overlooking the golf course. Not upgraded doors, but has closet doors, so that's good. Every one of these windows needs window coverings. We'd have to get a cost on that. So this is bedroom number 3. Upstairs anyway, that is. And bedroom number 4. Now, all the bedrooms except one upstairs look out over the golf course. Bottom line, this place is listed at $580. I can see it going for $580. $580 is not going to be your all-in cost because there's going to be stuff to do in here. I think you should be able to get over $3,000 for this thing. but we're going to have to talk to Diana about the fixins and stuff like that. So overall, this one looks really good. I just don't know how much activity they're having on it. And she said they're having a lot of activity, but I don't see anybody coming in here. I don't know. Look, bottom line, I think at 580 we could win it, but I'm wondering if we could win it at lower. But there's a chance that if we went lower, we'll get into a competition and lose it. So let's talk about it. Thanks, bud.